I am 2 wins away from getting my first gold achievement medal. Look at this. Win the top 2 places 10 times in a row in 4-player ranked. 8 out of 10. We're on an 8-game winning streak. Even though we got Yakuman last episode, still got a 2nd place. So it's still going. We're still going. And hopefully I didn't jinx myself. Welcome back. We're playing some more Mahjong. Bronze room, 4-player East. We're almost out of the bronze room. Since our win streak is popping off, our ranking is looking pretty good. We're going to try to keep it up. I'm very excited to play today because I want to rebound a little bit. I feel like we got a little crushed last episode with the whole Yakuman situation. And frankly, it was fun to watch, but it didn't feel that good, you know? Speaking of not feeling too good, this hand not doing me any favors. Or, I mean, we got to be a little creative here. Creativity is a big part of this game, I've realized, because, you know, I look at my hand and I see absolutely nothing. We'll keep the east wind for now. See absolutely nothing. And a better player would definitely see something. They can see all the possibilities stretching far into the universe. Doctor Strange style. But, you know, I'm just not at that level yet. You know, I have a rock. It's not the time stone, that's for sure. More just like a dark, dirty quartz, probably. I actually don't even know what my birthstone is. I think it's topaz, maybe? It's an orange one, I thought. I could be completely wrong. Is topaz even orange? I hope it is. Anyway, so what are we actually looking for in this hand? It's not looking too pretty. We need a lot of help. We'll keep the red dragon. We have 3 pairs. Always looking for pairs because still haunts me to this day. We missed our 7 pairs hand, which we had. We had 5 pairs in our hand and 2 in the discards. Tragic. Absolutely tragic. That's okay. The pairs are looking more and more likely, but at the same time, not really liking the situation that we're in. I will be folding this episode. I will be playing safe, and I will be playing efficiently. Because that's what we have to do to continue the win streak. And I cannot let my ancestors down. I cannot let anyone who's followed me in this journey down. Because that's just, I'll be ashamed. I'll be ashamed to drop this win streak. I mean, has anyone got that gold medal this early? Maybe. Maybe if you're smurfing. That's cheating though. It's absolutely cheating. Luck is on our side and I'm going to continue just doing what I've been doing. This is interesting. I mean, I'm going to keep keeping these weird pairs. I mean, we're so close to having something. Ricci's been called. By who? Someone stole their tile. I can't even tell who. Is it Kajosis or Chinese symbols 000? This is pretty cool. The O symbols. I don't got any cool symbols in my username. I was just born after that era, you know? Like, yeah, if you made your Xbox username, back in the day, you put XXS _ super death killer. I mean, that's pretty cool. We're going to keep this for sure. The 2 is probably okay. So we actually have a bit of a hand here. We have pair of 4s, 4, 5, 6. We're looking for a 5 or a 6. And we're in Tempai. So that's good. Am I chasing it? I don't think so. I don't really think so. I mean, I'm playing defensively, you know? We're going to try to get into Tempai, but honestly, we'll see if I actually call it. I don't think I will. This is a very scary tile. I think I'm going to fold. I said it before. I said I'm going to fold. I'm going to play safe. Sometimes you just got to do it. Unfortunately, I guess our red dragons are safe. And that's why we fold there. What were they looking for? 5, 6, 7, 7. 8. They weren't looking for the 7, but that's okay. We survived. Pretty big hand. but they're not the dealer, so we're all good. We're all good. So the Yaki Man yesterday was kind of crazy. I didn't realize it was happening until like halfway through. Northwind Pawn. I wish. 789 for... I'll get rid of the west. Oh, okay. Yeah, my internet just went out, so hopefully it doesn't happen again. I have one bar here. But, I mean, how much data can this game really take? Hopefully not that much. So we actually have a lot of pairs here. We have North 9, 4, 9. 4 pairs are interesting. It makes me more excited to call, to pawn some things, perhaps. We're going to keep the 8, I believe, and we'll get rid of this 4. This hand's looking way prettier. Way, way prettier. And I am trying to look out for some interesting hands. Because sometimes you just got to increase your value. So this is interesting. Do we call the pawn here? I don't think we do. I don't think we do. It's iffy, right? If I was feeling aggressive, maybe. Now I wish I did, but that's okay because we would have had one. Well, actually, it doesn't matter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't really feel like opening my hand here. You could argue it for sure. You could argue it for sure. But it's kind of iffy. I really want to get a good hand. I really want to get a good hand. Okay, the Ricci here is interesting. No one's called it yet, so I think I'm going to call it, and it's an okay Ricci. That's what we need? I guess it is. And I'm okay calling this because we will get a... It's a decent hand, right? Because we'll have an identical sequence here. Which is really nice. Right? Because it would be 6, 7, 8. I actually don't even know how this is... Oh, it's a tempi for 7 pairs. Obviously. Oh, what am I even thinking? I was just like... Mixed double sequence. I mean, technically... Or I guess it's not a mixed triple sequence. It's a identical sequence. Will it count? I don't know if it would count, right? Because if you get 7 pairs, it's not actually a triple, you know? It's just pairs. So, you know, what can you do? I'm very happy to be in this position though, because it's still early. It's the second round. Nothing we can't make up for. And if I win this, I don't actually know how many points it would be, but it would be a decent amount. We do have a bit of a trap laid with our 4 here, so that's always nice. What is it called? Whenever I think of it, I think of Suica trap. It's not a Suica. That's a Suica game with the watermelons, which is a good game, by the way. Yeah, it's not a Suica, but it sounds similar. There's a term that everyone uses to lay the trap, you know, that I talked about, I think maybe a few episodes ago, where these numbers that are 3 apart, the 4, 5, 6, 7, no one would think to discard the 7, because if I had a 5 and 6, I couldn't have a 5, 6, right? Because then the 4 would put me in Furiton. So much nuance to this game, right? And actually, I've been thinking, oh, we love the sumo call here. Perfect, perfect hand, beautiful. Ricci fully concealed 7 pairs. Love that, love that. Does that put us in the lead? Yes, it does. My first 7 pairs hand. We'll see if I title the video that, because I have always wanted to get a 7 pairs. It's haunted me, and now I have. And it's a sumo 7 pairs fully concealed hand. I love that. I absolutely love that. This hand, bunch of nonsense. We'll keep the south. One of the things I also wanted to think about this episode was trying to keep my hand open for the Dora tiles. You know, like, you can see what the Dora tile is going to be. It's a 2. I have it in my hand already. But if I didn't, you know, maybe I'll keep the 1s or the 3s just to see if I can accept it a little easier. Anyway, what I was saying before. What do I discard here? I think we're going to get rid of these 7s, maybe. I was saying before, there's so much nuance to this game, and I feel like I've learned so much in such a short period of time. I mean, if you actually look at all the videos I've made... This is interesting because I sort of want to keep the 1 just in case we do get a half outside hand situation going, because I can kind of see it, right? And also you have the mixed triple sequence is also there, right? We have a 1, 2, 3 here. I would love to keep the 1, 2, 3. And nothing's really going on for the red tiles, but I'm always open to being able to accept some stuff. Now this is interesting because I think this is when we get rid of the south, and suddenly we're very close. We have pair 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and suddenly we're 1 or 2 away from a decent hand. Not the dealer though. I think we're getting dealer last, right? Because this is the 3rd round. Last hand dealer is it's pretty good. I think I like it. I think I like being the dealer first, but that's that. I think because if you start off winning and pushing really hard, then people view you as a winner. And if they click on my profile, they'll see me as a winner. And that's what really matters, because if they're scared of you, then you're already 1 step ahead. They're gonna fold. They're gonna give you the tiles they need. It's exactly the situation you want to be in. Anyway, I wanted to make a video, an edited video, a little bit different than the stuff I've uploaded so far, about sort of my journey going through the first novice ranks and outlining what I've learned, because I feel like it was so daunting in the beginning and I have so much to learn still, but I've also covered so much ground already. This is a pretty crappy Ricci, but I'm down to call it just because no one else is scaring me that much, and I'd love to just be in control a little bit. There's my cool little sprout Ricci indicator. Or is it a Tempai indicator? I don't know. So I wanted to make this video, and it'd be more edited. It would be going through kind of all the stuff I've learned, and I think it would be helpful because you have so many people making these Mahjong tutorials. Some of them are good, some of them are bad. I watched a few, and they explain a lot of stuff to you, but they leave a lot of stuff out. And I feel like, I don't know, I could do better maybe. Is that a little pompous of me to think? I mean, I feel like I'm always good at explaining stuff, but that's also just like implicit bias, you know, because I feel like everyone explains stuff in the way that they understand it the most, and of course it's gonna make more sense than to others, right? But we'll see. I'll give it a shot. I'll try not to use like a lot of the complex language in this game, even though it's not complex in its own right. It's just a different language than English. And I was complaining about the language at first, but the more I think about it, look at this. Look at this. And this is why we're winning. Because to Dora, we love to see it. No Uradora, though. That's unfortunate. With the 3, these guys are conning. They give me an extra Dora, give me an extra point. Now we're in a really good position, and we're just trying to close it out. We're just trying to close it out nice and easy. Play defensively. Yeah, I mean, this hand really has nothing to offer us, but at the same time, the last few hands, they didn't look that good either, and I still got it. I'm actually very excited to see what the computer rates this game, because I don't know, my hands have looked pretty unappealing. Maybe I've just gotten lucky. Maybe, but I'm winning these hands. I have a really big point gap right now. I'm not really scared. I mean, what does someone need to do to catch up? All right, the next person is 23, so I'm 15 ahead. So they need to get a 7,000 point hand and call it on me, or end Ron at me. So I'm not too scared. I just gotta play smart. That's what I'm doing. Anyway, the language in this game is weird, but if you think about it, like, okay, what's a comparable game? And I think of poker, and like Texas Hold'em. And I know it's not a comparable game, but I would say the depth is comparable. You know, there's like a lot of nuance to the game that isn't really explained to you at first glance. And there's so much language in Texas Hold'em that I don't even think about, because I'm an English speaker and the words just come naturally to me. Like, you got the river and the turn and the flop, and these are all English words that, you know, they're just kind of, they don't really mean anything in a wider context, but they work for the game. And these are similar words in Mahjong. You have pawn and chi, and just the names of the hand, right? Like, I don't know the names of the hand. I use the English translations. But if you're learning Texas Hold'em, the same would go for, oh, like full house, straight, flush. Like, these are words you don't know. So I am being a little harsh on the names of this game. But for a beginner, it's a barrier to entry for sure. And I think I can do a good job of introducing them to the language slower than a lot of other tutorials who just push it all on them so fast. And we'll see. I think I'll have fun making it. But it's not going to come out until I hit Adept, which is not happening just yet. To be honest, nothing's really happening in this hand, but I do want to keep winning a little bit. I'm just not drawing the right tiles. We're going to get rid of the 5 because I feel like it's a dangerous tile, and I want to kind of get it out of my hand early. It makes me look weak, but that's okay. I'm okay with looking weak in this situation. So we have some interesting stuff happening in the red suit. We have a 1-2. We're missing a 3. Yeah, there's some stuff that can go on. Here's the dragon. Am I looking to win this hand? Not from this position. I'm just going to try to fold. Unfortunately, I do not have a ton of really good foldable tiles, but it looks like the red suit looks pretty free, you know? Like, it doesn't look that bad to discard, so I can always just kind of full send. But we do have to go through a few more rotations before we can think about full folding. And there's always a chance, right? Like, if we draw a 3... Yeah, like, who am I really scared of right now? I don't know. They've only called 1. I guess I'm more scared of Kami on the right. Still trying to use the names. Kami's the left, Tori is the front, and Shimo is the right. Still trying to learn the names. That's okay. That's one of the things I'm going to make that in the tutorial. The tutorial is going to be like, guys, these names, don't need them. Absolutely don't need them. We're going to start folding. There's no reason we should take any risk here. We're just going to take our dub and continue the win streak to 9. I'm going to eat my words in a second, but hopefully not. Hopefully not. 8s are out, so we're going to get rid of the 8 next. I think we have enough tiles to fold. The 5's going next. The 5 is a little iffy, but maybe we'll hold it. Maybe we'll discard... No, now we're just going to discard 2s. 2s are coming out, and then the 4s are next. Okay, Sumo. Let's hope this is not a really big hand. There's a red 5 in there. There's no door. Okay. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. And they're not the dealer. I'm the dealer. And that's going to be a dub. That's going to be a dub. Play this well. Before I end the video, though, I'm going to check what the computer ranks this. This is the first time I've done this live, so when you see it's a D-, don't yell at me. But I've been getting a lot of D-. Well, actually, that's wrong. I don't know if I've actually gotten one D-, but I've gotten some D's. For sure. For sure. Let's see. Let's see what this is going to be. Come on, give me a good grade. A C. Okay, thanks for watching, everyone.